Well, I wasn't really planning on making a video today. I'm not really looking my best. My infant son scratched the crap out of my lip here. He's got the sharpest freaking nails right now. You wouldn't believe it. It's like having a puppy with razor teeth, but baby nails. It's insane. But I felt like I needed to, because it would seem that the prodigal son has arrived. So yeah, the Serene. This is a closed-back planar magnetic headphone in collaboration between Kiwi Ears and Z Reviews, Zio's Pantera. I first heard this thing at CanJam this year. Zio's had his pair that he was letting people try out, and I really liked it. I liked what I could hear there on the showroom floor, and I'm really interested to see how this thing actually really performs in a controlled environment like this. This is just going to be like an unboxing video, kind of, where I'm just going to give you like first impressions of what it's like to look at your cool new Serene, and we'll have a full video on how it sounds shortly after. The Serene, here it is in its saran wrap. I have not touched this thing. I haven't opened it at all. Had it for just one night. It just arrived last night, so this is brand new territory. Nothing. I'm experiencing this for the first time along with you. So yeah, like I said, been looking forward to this. Heard it at CanJam. They're big old branding for Zeos right there. They're making a, yeah, I mean, it's his second really like big collaboration for a headphone. The first, of course, being the Eris, which we do have a video of if you'd like to watch it up here. Eris was a crazy, super bombastic, heavy bass explosive dynamic driver headphone. And this is supposed to be pretty dang different. It is a closed-back planar magnetic headphone, and I believe he went for a more mature tuning, you could say, and not so explosive and gratuitous that the Eris is known for. But we'll see. I'm going to go ahead and take this RAM wrap off and we can take a closer look. This looks like a pretty decent spot right here. Nope. There we go. Okay. So, Kiwi Ears usually does IEMs. They have been kind of stretching out into headphone territory. So I'm really curious to see what they did here with this headphone. I think it's a pretty handsome headphone. We're going to have a closer look, obviously. But yeah, here's the box. All that business. Wow, Kiwi Ears Serene closed-back planar magnetic headphones. More of the same information. On the side here, we have high resolution 72 by 89 millimeter drivers, fully enclosed, planar driver, lightweight, durable, high fidelity. Oh my God, professional tonal balance. Really? Okay, we'll see. Fully enclosed planar driver and comfortable wear, lightweight. I remember them being pretty light. We'll see if that holds true in the final version here. And here's a whole bunch of other stuff for Zeos. Is Zeos saying this? Is Zeos talking about himself here? That's what this indicates to me, but okay. It's fine, whatever. Yeah, cool stuff. Cool stuff. Oh, okay, here's some breakdown of your specs. This might actually be interesting for some of you. The driver size, it has a 50 ohms of impedance, 102 decibels of sensitivity, rated power of 10 milliwatts, maximum power of 20, frequency range 20 to 20, voltage 0.57 volts, and less than 3% total harmonic distortion. Cool beans. Oh, also, this was important to note. Yes, these are going to be a bit of a limited run. Not super limited, but they are limited, and you will get a serial number with whatever. When you buy one, if you get one, you're going to get your own individual serial number. The serial number is only going to be on the box. You're not going to find the serial number on the headphone itself. This is what I was told by Zeos. So you're probably never going to want to throw your box away unless you don't care about what model number you have. I do, because I'm a big freaking nerd, so I'm probably never throwing this box away. But yeah, I have number 1353. Cool. All right, no more messing around. Let's get this thing open. It is a nice feeling box. Print work is good. Open our little flaps here, and we just have kind of a plastic ba-boom situation. What is this? I got something else in the box here. Paper. Probably was supposed to go like that. And one more thing. Book. Oh, it's the user manual. Sure, all right. User manual. You put them on, you listen to music. That's your user manual. Whatever. Paper, remove. Okay, pretty simple packaging. I don't have a problem with that. Where's the... Oh, there it is. Just drops right in front of me. All right, so here's our cable. We'll go ahead and open those guys up first. And, oh, okay. It's a bit nicer than I was expecting. Looks like it's a nice braided fabric cable. We got, are those metal terminations? I think they are. They're pretty subtle. They're pretty simple terminations. Just a 3.5 millimeter here. And a nice braid coming down to our split. Let's start the headphone end here. So yeah, it's dual entry 3.5 millimeter. Thank goodness for that. Right and left, clearly marked. Easy peasy. I appreciate that. So we go from, and they are metal connectors, yes. Those connectors go into this dual weave that comes all the way down to the split. The split has an adjuster right there if you want to tighten up your Y split. And then the splitter itself has this teeny tiny itty bitty Kiwi Ears logo on there. Then it goes into this. I like this. This is a nice twisted weave. And look, it can get pretty gosh darn straight right there. Look at that. There's like practically no memory retention on this thing. That's great. It's also definitely not super long. What, like maybe 4 feet, 3.5 feet? It's, if anything, it might be a little too short for some folks. It'll be pretty much perfect for me in my setup. But yeah, cool stuff. Okay, cable's nice. And now the headphone. Unveil it. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Take a look at this. Boom. That's a pretty handsome looking headphone. Unless you just really, really don't like purple. I do like purple. It's nice. The paint and the finish on there is really nice. And it goes all the way up to the headphone adjustment, I assume. How do I do the headphone adjustment? Oh gosh, okay. It's just a little tight there at first. Yeah, look at that. That looks really nice, man. That's a good, I love the matte black with this matte metallic purple. I think that looks great. Okay, what do we have here for, let me get this one on. Oh man, that's really tight, but once you get it started, it's fine. So just your first time. Okay, clearly marked left and right inside the cups. Pads are uniform, they're not angled, and they're very soft, as I remember them being. And looks like we got a crap ton of tilt, or not tilt, swivel. Well, in one direction, you got lots of swivel, so you could roll these flat, like so, but only in one direction. They don't twist any further that way. And in terms of tilt, woo, very little tilt. Yeah, that's not a whole lot of tilt. You're going to have to kind of rely more on the headband, I think, to get that side fit. But I'm sure, yeah, you can bend the headband for sure to kind of help it out with that if you really need to. On the top of the headband, it says right here, Kiwi Ears and the Z Reviews logo. Bam. Subtle, nice. It's wrapped in, I assume, a protein leather, and the underside of the headband has just a tiny bit of padding. Probably just enough to make it nice and cozy. It's a pretty simple looking headphone. It's very kind of subtle. And Zeos is not a subtle guy, so you can't make it too subtle. One must have a hint of color, as, you know, if you've watched The Birdcage, you get that reference. I'm old. But yeah, it looks nice. I think it looks great. I think it's a really handsome headphone. It's not screaming at you with big gaudy design. It's got that Zeos purple, of course. I dig it. I dig it. I wonder why these little metal bits on the inside of the head, on the headband here, they don't have anything on them. There's no information, no like left or right, and no like serial number or anything. I feel like there was supposed to be maybe at some point. They're just blank metal little doodads there on the inside of the pad. Not the pad, the headband. Whatever. All right, so there's the headphone. Let's go ahead and pop in the cable here. There we go. And now we'll go ahead and try them on. Okay, the Kiwi Ears Serene going on the head. I'm going to assume I'm maybe just a little bit less than maxed out for the size on the fit on this thing. Here we go. Yeah. Yep. Almost perfect. Okay. Just like I remember, the passive isolation on this thing is insane. Like the sound isolation from the pads and the cups. Holy crap. Like I remember it shocked me a lot the first time I put them on at CanJam. It's still here. Like holy cow, dude. It totally drowns out my tower fan, totally drowns out the PC. And my voice too. This is superb isolation, man. Wow. And I remember, I mentioned this, I think, in the CanJam video, that I was concerned that these headphones were maybe a bit too small to be particularly comfortable as over-ears. And specifically, I was concerned about the pads. I was worried that this maybe wasn't enough ear volume in here because the pads are overall kind of small. But just like I mentioned in the CanJam video, once you get them on, you do have to kind of scoop your ears into them. But once you do that and you have like the back edge of your ear resting against the back of the pad, it's great. Fits great. This is actually really, really cozy. I feel like that's just what Zeos likes to do. He likes to surprise us with how freaking comfortable his ridiculous headphones are. And yeah, this is super flippin' cozy. Man. So I'm noticing this though. The cable does have some microphonics. I can feel it a bit. Well, you know what? I'm not really feeling it rubbing on my shirt. That's not really what I'm hearing. I'm more hearing the connectors themselves kind of rattling around right here. If I do this, oh, I hear that. Yeah, I hear that. Okay, so it is microphonics. The cable does have microphonics. If you start caressing your cable, you're gonna hear it. But assuming that you are just sitting down and relaxing with your music and you're not caressing your cable, you're probably gonna be fine. And the cable itself it's so lightweight and drapey, boom, it adds absolutely nothing to the weight of the headphone. And the headphone is really lightweight. This is really comfortable. This is cozy. This is going to do well, I think, in our cloud comfort scale in the full video. Ooh. But yeah, man, that feels great. It feels great. And you know, I need to double check this. I need to make sure that I have the correct idea on the pricing of this thing. I got a little bit of a discount because I had a coupon code that I from the pre-order, but let me see what the actual like full MSRP cost of this thing is. It's going to be ridiculous either way. My browser always opens over there. It drives me insane. Yeah, okay. You ready for the price of this thing? You ready for this? I don't know if you are. I don't think I'm ready for this. The MSRP price for this headphone, granted, we haven't listened to it yet, so I can't make comments on that, but just going up, looking at it as it is, feels pretty dang good. Build quality is solid. It's very comfortable. Looks very nice. It's $160. If this performs like half as good as I'm hoping it's going to, it'll still be a ridiculous value. You know what? I don't think I could end this video without giving you some indication of how it sounds. So I'm going to give this a quick listen. And I'm going to do it on my trusty Audiophile Hip DAC. Because I know this thing very well, and it does right by me. Let me go ahead and move this box really quick. Ooh. That's probably not that much of a of a teaser. I've had the Gremlin for a while now. I just haven't gotten around to making the video, but that's going to be changing really soon. Headphone on, headphone in, Hip DAC on. Let's find something to listen to. Something I know really well. We're going to go ahead and give a listen to Barbarian by Tommy Prophet. See how this goes. I am running it on high gain on the Hip DAC. It takes very well to the X bass boost, but we won't judge it on that. Here comes the big drop. Okay. Yeah. I think this is going to be a fun one. I think this is going to end up being a very fun headphone highlight video. Look forward to the Serene.